Saint Casimir. Casimir was born in 1458 to Poland's King Casimir IV and his wife Elizabeth of Austria. The young prince had a distaste for the luxury of costly life and instead chose the way of asceticism and devotion. It may be hard for us to imagine royal luxury as a pressure, but for Casimir, the rituals around him were temptations to forget his true loyalties. Rebelling against the rich, fashionable clothes he was expected to enjoy, he wore the plainest of clothes. Rejecting even ordinary comforts, he slept little, spending his nights in prayer. And when he did sleep, he lay on the floor, not on a royal bed. Even though he was a prince, many of those around him must have laughed and joked at his choices. Yet, in the face of any pressure, Casimir was always friendly and calm. He could spend much of the night in prayer and meditation on the suffering and death of Christ. Though his father must have wondered about him, he must have seen and admired Casimir's strength. So he sent Casimir as head of an army to take over the throne of Hungary at the request of some nobles there. Casimir felt the whole expedition was wrong but was convinced to go out of obedience to his father. He could not help but feel at every step that it was disobedient to his another father. So, when Solidas started deserting, he was too glad to listen to the advice of his officers and turn back home. His father, however, was furious at being deterred from his plans and banished Casimir in hoping that imprisonment would change Casimir's mind. Casimir's commitment to what he believed was right only grew stronger in his exile and refused to cooperate with his father's plans anymore despite the pressure to give in. He even rejected a marriage alliance. His father tried to form. He participated in his true king's plans, wholeheartedly but praying, studying, and helping the poor. He reigned briefly as King of Poland during his father's absence. He died at the age of 23 in 1484 from lung disease. He was buried with his favorite song, which we know as Daily, Daily Sing to Mary. Because of his love for the song, it is known as the Hymn of Saint Casimir, though he did not write it. Pope John Paul II, during the commemoration of 500th death anniversary, said his life of purity and prayer beckons us to practice our faith with courage and zeal, to reject the deceptive attractions of modern, permissive society, and to live our convictions with fearless confidence and joy. Pope John Paul II recalled how Saint Casimir embraced a life of celibacy, submitted himself humbly to God's will in all things, devoted himself with tender love to the Blessed Virgin Mary, and developed a fervent practice of adoring Christ present in the Blessed Sacrament. To all, the Pope said, he was a shining example of poverty and of sacrificial love for the poor and needy. The youthful patron Saint Casimir reminds us Peace is not owned by the world. Sometimes a comfortable peace is not even owned by virtue, but Christ's peace can penetrate every government, repression of religion. Casimir is patron saint of Poland and Lithuania. Saint Casimir, pray for us. Live Jesus.